What's up, guys? Mardigrasman23 here, and today we're going to do another vlog. And in my vlogs, you know, I like to talk about a topic, ask for a lot of feedback, and I like to mainly, it's kind of like a video bat. This is a why bricks are why. But it's not just a bricks are. I mean, this is a video to ask Bricksar a question for his bat series. But I like to get all you guys' feedback. I like you to leave me some comments down below. So, what are we talking about today? So I've been thinking about this for a long time, and I've been thinking about MSRP on Lego sets. And so there's some questions that I have as to where they come up with these prices. Some of them, it's just some of the prices they just throw out of left field. So what I'm going to do is I went to my local Walmart, and I took a lot of pics of current sets that are available on the aisles today. Today is May 2nd, 2015, so some of these sets are a little bit old, some of these sets might be new, but I went down the aisle and I guess you would say I did some research. So hopefully if this works out, I will have some pics show up, you know, right over here somewhere, as I'm talking, to get you some pics of the sets so you can see what sets I'm talking about. You know, when I first got back into Lego and I decided to kind of open a bricklink store, one of the things that you do is you buy sets that are on clearance, on deep discount. You never want to pay more than 70% of MSRP. And MSRP is manufacturer's suggested retail price. Usually, if you can get it for 70% or below, if you can get Star Wars sets, if you can get superhero sets, you can get Lord of the Ring or Hobbit sets. If you get those sets right there from those themes, you can usually sell the minifigs on most of them. You can sell the minifigs, make your money back, and then you have all the extra parts for your own collection or for your bricklink store. So, I mean, the goal is to always get it at half off or less if you're lucky enough to find great deals. But as I looked around, you know, I used to think that the licensing, like Star Wars, would be more expensive because of the Star Wars licensing. Or superheroes would be more expensive than because of the Marvel licensing or the DC Comics licensing. So I always assumed that, you know, if you had like, the average price is, say, let's say it's 10 cents a piece. So if you get a set with 400 pieces in it, it should be around $39.99. Or it should be in the $40 to $50 range if it has 400 and something pieces in it. And you can kind of figure that a Star Wars set might be $10 more because of the Star Wars licensing. But that's not the case. You know, it's over the past year and a half, I've noticed that there's some crazy stuff going on. It's like somebody is just saying, let's take a look at this set. I think I can get this much for it. Let's take a look at this set. And I mean, it's like they're just shooting from the hip on some of these retails. So as you know, in my opinion, I think the best values are always in the bigger sets. I mean, take for instance all the new sets that are over 100, let's say 150 and over. So as an example, the brand new Quickie Mart. It has 2,179 pieces in it. It's got 6 minifigs and it's $199.99. The price is steep, $200 for a Lego set. But you get over 2,000 pieces, so that is well better than the 10 cents per piece that you like to get. So then you got the Detective Agency, which is $159.99, I believe. I think that's what it goes for. It has 2,262 pieces with 6 figs. That is a steal. I mean, if you think about that 10 cents per piece price, so $159 or $160, and you're getting well over 2,200 pieces. I mean, that is a great bargain. So then you look at the Fairground Mixer, which you can still get today. It's still available. It's probably going to be retiring soon, I would imagine, since the Ferris wheel's coming out. But it's $149.99 for 1,746 pieces. And that one has 12 figs in it. Think about that. 12 figs. And it's $150. And it has 1,750 pieces. I mean, that is a fantastic deal. So then the new Ferris wheel's coming out, and it seems like the price is really steep. I mean, another $200 set. But it's $199.99, and you get 2,464 pieces. I mean, it's like 500, almost 500 more pieces than the $200 price range. And it comes with 10 figs. And then I know trains seem to be expensive, but when you look at a train, you have to look at what you get. Trains are really good values because especially if they come with power functions. So the new cargo train is $199.99. It only has 888 pieces. That sounds really steep. I mean, that set you would think it should be around $100 set. But it comes with the power functions. It has 4 figs. It has power functions. Power functions alone, if you'd buy just the power functions, if you had a Horizon Express that didn't come with power functions, and you went online to the Lego shop and you wanted to buy the power functions, I mean, you're looking at $50 or $60 just to get the remote, the receiver, and the battery box, and the motor. You got to get 4 components. You got to get a remote to run your train. You have to have a battery box for power. You have to have a receiver to receive the signal from the remote. And you have to have the wheels with the motor built in it. You have to have 4 components. So those 4 components will run you about $60. And then you got train track. That set comes with 30 pieces of track. Now I know half of it's curved track, but still, that's a lot. That's a good value. You know, it's a $200 set, but it's a working train. So that's not what we're here to talk about. Those are all great values. And like I said, I think the bigger the set, the better the value. But let's talk about what's online, what's on the aisles. This is where the crazy stuff comes in. So I went down the aisles, and the first set we'll take a look at is, let's just take a look at the new superhero set, the Black Manta Deep Sea Strike, set 76027. 387 pieces with 4 figs for $39.99. That's a really good value. I mean, it's basically 400 pieces. It's got 4 superhero figs in it. It's $40. That's right where it should be, in my opinion. So let's look at a Star Wars set. So we got 75045, the Republic AV7 anti-vehicle cannon. It only has 2 figures, but it has 434 pieces. So it has more than 400 pieces, and it's $39.99. Right where they should be. Those prices are right where they should be. A couple more in those price ranges is, let's see, I got Anakin's Custom Jedi Starfighter. It's $39.97, 370 pieces, 3 figs. It's right in that ballpark, right? So far, I mean, those are where you think they should be. Close to 400 pieces with figs, a little over, a little less, right around $40. Perfect. So then we'll go to the city set. So we got set 6003, the fire emergency set, with 3 city figs, mind you. Now, these aren't licensed figs. They're not superhero figs. They're not Star Wars figs. They're just common parts, common city figs. 301 pieces, $39.97. Are you kidding me? $40 for a city set that has barely over 300 pieces, 301 pieces, and 3 city figs? I just told you about the new superhero set that had 4 figs and 387 pieces. So I do not understand that pricing method. Also, there's what's this set? I think this is the helicopter pursuit set, 60067, 253 pieces, $39.97. Now I know some of these sets might have a unique piece or two. They might have, you might get a dog in the set, or you might get, I don't know what you could get. But that set has 253 pieces, $39.97. Are you kidding me? What is that all about? $40 for a city set that has 250 pieces in it? That's ridiculous. And then we got, wait till you hear this one. The Arctic Helicrane, another city set, 60034, 262 pieces, $39.97. Where are these prices coming from? I would much rather see the superhero set go for an extra $10 because you gotta cover the licensing. I mean, think about it. You're making movies off of it. Everything's about the movie or about the comic books. You got to pay the licensing. You got to pay for Marvel Comics to put a Spider-Man set, or you got to pay DC to put a Batman set out. So I can understand the upcharge in that because you got to cover licensing fees. But where's the extra fees coming from on the city sets? Now, with that in mind, I will tell you that it's not always the case. I mean, look at this set, 76016, the Spider-Man Helicopter Rescue. 299 pieces. The MSRP is $44.97. What? $44.97. Now that comes with 3 figs, which I really like that Mary Jane fig. But it comes with that stupid big fig goblin. I mean, that big fig goblin, where did that guy come from? Some stupid cartoon? And why does Spider-Man need a helicopter? So $45 for that set. 300 pieces, $45. Where did that price come from? Okay, so we're paying licensing fees, so maybe it should be, I don't know, $39.99? But $44.97, that is ridiculous. Come on, Lego, help me out. That's ridiculous. Somebody give me an answer. Brixar. Why? Why is that so high for that low piece count set? Let's see what else I have in my notes. I guess that's about it in that price range. I mean, as you get higher, you know, like I said, as you get higher, there's a set 75052, the Moss Easley Cantina. I probably just butchered that name. Has 6 figs in it, 616 pieces, and $69.97 is the retail. That's a great value. I mean, $70 for a little over 600 pieces. You can consider the extra $10 for licensing, but you get 6 figs in it. I mean, that's a great value. So, with that being said, I don't understand why the better values, for the most part, you know, with the exception of one here or there, like that stupid Spider-Man set, and I'm a big fan of Spider-Man, but I'm not paying, I mean, I don't even know if I'd pay half price to get that set, because the only thing I want out of it is the Mary Jane figure. But, anyway, sore subject with that big fig. But anyway, it seems to me that the licensing should play more into effect than the non-licensing. What do you guys think? Am I out of bounds? Am I shooting from the hip? I think some of these guys shoot from the hip when they come up with these retails. I mean, I know cost is a factor, but a brick is a brick. If you got to make a new mold, like let's say you have to make a new mold for that big fig goblin. Okay, so that set should retail for $30. It's a 300-piece set. It should be $30. So let's say if you got to add a mold, what are you going to add for that mold? $4 or $5. So now you're at $35. And then maybe because of licensing, you could up it to $39.99. I guess I could see that. I mean, if that mold is unique and that's the only set that fig is going to be in, I could see an extra $10 for that set. But $45, that's an extra $15. Come on. I mean, that's crazy. So that gets back to some of the best values. So I told you about the great values in the big sets. So how about battle packs? I mean, to me, there's not a better deal than the battle pack. You guys know what battle packs are. They're sets like this. This is a Castle battle pack set. What is this? This is set 70400. And what you do with the reason we call them battle packs is because they have figs in them that are common, but they're armyable. Star Wars make great battle packs. The current Star Wars out, usually you might have like 2 stormtroopers and 2 different stormtroopers. There's the current ones right now, they have, there's one with 4 forest stormtroopers. There's one with 4, I guess they're clone army stormtroopers. They look just like the original, except they have a blue stripe on their helmet. But the retail's like $13. The sets are all around 100 pieces, and you get 4 figs in it. I mean, if you think about that, go on Bricklink and try to buy one of those stormtroopers. You're looking at $4 or $5, and you get 4 of those in that battle pack. So, battle packs are great value, and I don't understand why that great value doesn't get passed along as the set gets bigger. I mean, think about this. You could get the one of the best values I think recently, or maybe ever, is the double-decker couch, and you can get it for around $15, and it has all those figs in it. But yet, if you go buy one CMF, it's $4. Can't figure that one out either. So that's it for this one, guys. So that's what I want to know. I want to know who knows what takes into account whenever they come up with these crazy retails. And I'm really not talking about the licensed products like Star Wars or superheroes, whether it's DC or Marvel. I'm talking about city sets. Where do these retails come from? So that's my question to you, Brixar. That's my question to all of you guys. Leave me some comments below. So that's it for this one, guys. And until next time, check out my bricklink store at Mardi Gras Bricks. Follow me on Instagram at Mardigrasman23. Appreciate all the support, and we'll see you again.